Now a first down throw. Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jets have recovered.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
On second down, Darnold. He's going to air it out deep for Matthew. It's caught at the 10. They give him a gain of 38.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go #1 overall to the Browns, and he fell to #3 to the New York Jets. I think he fell to a great situation. He gets to go to New York with a rebuilding team, take over the job right then and there. And while many were expecting Broadway Baker Mayfield, instead they got sudden Sam Darnold. And I think the Jets fans are going to be very happy to have him.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now Darnold on third and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
The Lions heading out, coming off a 9-7 finish a season ago. Another year without a playoff victory. And we said it last season, Charles. Unbelievable. They've won only one playoff game since the 1957 NFL championship game back when you were in high school.
Not junior high.
And that one win was way back in January of 1992.
They do have optimism, though, because this team has been building. And I thought that their draft of 2018 signaled that they really want to help their magnificent quarterback, Matthew Stafford, and take the pressure off of him to produce 5,000-yard passing seasons because they drafted Kerryon Johnson, a running back out of Auburn. And in free agency, got LeGarrette Blount, which signals to me that they want to play a little brute force football. They want to batter some people and take the ball out of the hands of Stafford so often. If they can do that, that'll allow them to slug it out with Green Bay and Minnesota for maybe a division title in the NFC North. And last but not least, you know who they've beaten 57?
Who?
The Cleveland Browns. 2 teams trying to get back to their former glory.
Set, waiting.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This is brought in at the 21. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The Jets making their way out. Last year, the impressive 3-2 start. A lot of people predicted they would go 0-16. But then after that start, they sort of collapsed. Just 2 wins after week 5. So as we look ahead to this year, Charles, what can we expect from the Jets?
Well, I would expect them to continue to play with great effort because their head coach Todd Bowles demands that. But Sam Darnold, their #1 draft choice, he will be the key to their season. The faster that he plays well, the better the Jets obviously are going to be. And on defense, last in the league in pass rush last year, last in the league in sacks. They'll have to do that by committee this year and find ways to get pressure on the quarterback.
Off of play action, Darnold escaping the pressure right. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. That there, the first NFL touchdown pass for Sam Darnold, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
And he's got to absolutely be sky high right now. The first touchdown pass in the NFL, the first of what should be many, many more. But 57 of them in 2 seasons as a starter at USC, none as sweet as that one right there for Sam Darnold. Hello, NFL, I'm here.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Stafford. Flush to his right. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Morris Claiborne makes the play defensively. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the latest drive. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to shake him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Mike Pennell. Able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. Stepping up, he'll try and run as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, boys, here we go. Zebra.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Hey, tag 53.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Out to his left. And he locates Luke Wilson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. And he's got a first down. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Hey, tag 32. Tag 32. You ready?
Here's Stafford now on second down. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Stafford now to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. LeGarrette Blount, his first touchdown as a Detroit Lion. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap for Darnold, escaping the pressure right. And he's got a noon one. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Corral. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Here we go. Gone.
Here's a give to Crowell. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The tackle there by Eli Harold.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold found his target. It's Anderson. 23 yards on the play. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this.
Lucky 56.
The pitch to Crowell. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. A little dump off for Crowell. His carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
He's going to get it running right. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Sam Darnold making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. And he knocks it through. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go play action here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Stafford. He sets to fire deep. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 3rd down, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throwing again is Stafford. To the right and complete to Galladay. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it again with Crowell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Darnold. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Lions will take over. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Lions had the fewest third down conversions on the ground in the NFL in 2017. What will they do here on third and short? And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So what a call there. They get 9 on the fake punt and a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Set. Waiting. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Hey, tag 50 left. Tag 54.
Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Stafford. They're able to locate Wilson. Stafford to the former Seahawk Wilson for Lions first.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. The quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Brandon Copeland with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
So out now come the Jets. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
To throw is Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. Make him make someone miss in the open field.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Crowell. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Escaping the pressure right. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Over!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Now let's go!
On second down, Darnold. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Back now at Ford Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter. Last year, the Jets averaged exactly 4 yards per rush, and that's what they need here, 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Flush to his right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Anderson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They run with a rookie from Virginia State, Trenton Cannon. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Darnold sliding out of the pocket. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Crowell, he didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Set.
They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there to defend. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Sam Darnold now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And he's got it up and through. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And Detroit getting set to go now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Play action. Stafford. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll give it to him up the middle. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Melvin Gordon taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions are a 2-point conversion away from tying this game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Out of the gun, Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. He got 29 yards that time.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves that you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
Now it's Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19.
Now a hand off to Crowell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now it's Crowell. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Stafford. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.